Welcome to our new lesson of Filmora. In this lesson, we're going to learn about splitting, trimming, and deleting clips. So it's going to be a long video, so make sure not to skip any part because if you do, you might miss out on something. So without any further ado, let's just hop onto our lesson by opening up Filmora device. Just as you open up Filmora, there are a couple of things to do, right? So splitting and trimming is one of an essential thing you have to do when you are video editing, right? So it also comes in case of audio too, but in this lesson, I'm going to show you all about it. So let's just, start off with it. Now, first things first is that there are a couple of different methods of, cutting your video. I'll say splitting your video in terms of, without any video or quality loss. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going to be showing you step by step on how you'll be able to trim out or split out your, videos without quality loss. So first things first is that I'm going to do is going to be applying one of the video over here. So one of the easiest method of cutting out or trimming out a part of a video is going to be from the timeline. Now there are two ways of how you'll be able to use or trim your video in your timeline. So first things first is that you can see over here that we have a video and we have the beginning and we also have the end. So if you want to cut out from your beginning or if you want to cut out from your ending, you can do that just by making your cursor go to the end or from the beginning. Okay, make sure to click on over here. You don't have to click. Okay, just make sure to get your cursor to the end or the beginning of any of your components and then just drag it and it will cut out the beginning of that component. It works the same way on the ending. If you want to remove any part of your ending, just drag it and condense it a bit and you can see that we have our video to be 14 seconds or 15 seconds long right now. But in default, it was 27 seconds. You can see it over here, 26:59. So let's do it again. Just take it at the end, do the same thing from the beginning, and there we go. And obviously, if you have ripple on, it will just adjust itself to the beginning of the track or of your timeline panel. Okay, so now you know how you'll be able to trim out from the beginning and the end. Okay, the next method of trimming out or cutting out any part of your video is going to be using the cut tool. Now it's very simple. You can see that we have this line over here which allows us to see certain parts of the keyframes, not even keyframes, but frames of the video or even the component. It doesn't matter if it's an audio or a video. Works the same in case of audio and video. Okay, let's just show it to you on the first part how you'll be able to do that on audio. The same thing, if you've seen my previous video, you already know how you'll be able to do this. You can see if I go from the end, I will do the same thing. There we go. And here we have a smaller part of the audio too. Now, if I want to split any part of the video or even the audio, I can do the same. Now, make sure to click on the part which you want to remove. Take it to that part. Let's say I want it to remove on this 4 second or 5 second. Okay, let's just say 5.2. So now you have this option over here. This is this cut option. What you're going to do is just click on this option. And you can see that it has been split up into 2 of these videos and you'll be able to adjust them wherever you want it to be. It's basically up to you how you want to work with it. What I'm going to do is keep it over here. And you can see we have 3 of these, components or 3 of the same video. It's basically up to you how you want to work with it. And obviously, if you drag it over here, it will make more parts of the video. So this is basically how you'll be able to split up certain, videos or certain parts of the video and split it up into 2-3 parts. You can also conjoin them back together. It's basically up to you. You can also group them up. It's up to you how you want to work with it. I'm going to do is just press on Control Z so that I can make it on 2 parts. Okay, I'm going to do is just keep it 2 part. There we go. 1, 2, right? Then what I'm going to be doing is going to be showing you other methods of how you'll be able to split up or cut up your video. Now, what you can do is right click on it. You can see it over here. And then you have this option called compound clip. It's also up to you how you want to do that. First off, get the property. Click on that and you'll be able to see the property of how you want to use it, right? You will also be able to see it on the right side if you want to go off the view. Now go off the layout mode. Let's say I want to use the default. There we go. We have the default mode. Okay. Now let's say you want to cut certain parts out of it. Now, if you want to cut certain parts out of it, you can also do that. Now let's say I want this specific keyframe or frame to be removed. I'm going to split this part and I'm going to do is remove this area out. And there we go. We have removed a certain frame from this option over here. Now, there are also different methods of how you'll be able to split out your part or cut out the part which you do not need. Now, you can also click on over here and you can also edit it in a way you want to use certain frames. Okay. First off, make sure to click on insert and you can also add it to a new track. That's also up to you. So you'll be able to edit certain parts out of that video. And you also have the cut tool over here. You can see split. The shortcut key for split is Control B. Now you can also click on or, get this, bar to a part where you don't need. You can click on this option and it will also cut out that part for you. And you can delete out that certain part whenever you want to. Now, the next method of trimming out or splitting your video is going to be the C detection option. Now, when you upload any video on your project panel or this option or this panel over here, first thing is that I'm going to delete both of these. Okay. So I'm going to use the same video right now. I'm going to do is just remove this part too. Click on the video which you want to use. Right click on it. And then we have this option called scene detection. Now it will detect up all of the scenes inside of your video. Now you can see we only have one, but if you have multiple parts, you will see certain scenes over here. Then you can delete up certain parts. Let me just show it to you with another video. Now I'm going to import another video over from here. What I'm going to do is import media file. And then I have my video. I'm going to click on open, which is also, let's say, a Filmora video. I'm going to do is click on that. You can see a preview of that. And obviously you can see that we have multiple scenes over here, right? Now, on this multiple scenes, what I'm going to do is going to be taking out each and every one of these scenes differently. Now, how to do that? Just like I said, go off the scene detection and then just make sure you're connected to internet and make sure you're connected to your account. And there you go. You can see that we have 5 of these scenes. Now you can delete out certain parts, trim out that part. Let's say I don't want scene 3. I deleted that. And you can also add it to timeline if you want to. Okay. You can detect that part too. You can also click on detect again, the whole thing. You can see scene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now delete certain parts. If you want to delete it, that's up to you. Let's say I don't want scene 3, just like I said. And then I'm going to put all of these into my timeline. So click on add to timeline. So there we go. We have separate of these scenes. Now, even though the whole thing was one video, but now you can see that I have separate parts of each and every, part of these scenes over here. And you can also cut them out later on whenever you want to. Okay. So now you know how you'll be able to split up these parts too. Okay. Now, the last one, which I'm going to be showing you of how you'll be able to, separate them or split up or cut up your video is going to be from your web browser. So first off, make sure to open up any of your web browser which you have. And then what you're going to do is going to be showing you, click on Filmora Video Cutter. Click on that. And then you're going to do is just going to be how to cut, or you can also go off over here. But there is a designated, site which you'll be able to use. You can see a couple of these options over here. What you're going to do is type in free video trimmer and this option appears up. And as this appears up, try this Filmora online. And then you'll be also be able to use the whole work and trim out certain parts. Okay, so this is basically the site, which is also by Filmora, Wondershare.com. This is a genuine site, so you don't have to worry about, any risk of your device. It's totally up to you. You can trim it up and you can also save it and also basically use it again on your software. So you have 2 of these platforms where you'll be able to, use your video wherever you want or trim out certain parts. And there's also another one or another cutter which I use, but I'm going to be showing you that. And we also have a separate lesson for that, so you don't have to worry about that. So make sure to try each and every one of these cutting tools or splitting tools, okay, over here, and try to make it meet up your criteria, okay? So hope you understood everything about this lesson. And now the last thing is that how you'll be able to delete out certain parts of your video. Now let's say you have deleted certain parts by using the frame cutter, or let's say, the cutter tool, or let's say the scene detection. But what if you want to delete it from the timeline? Just click on any one of them you like or you want to remove, press on delete, and those have been deleted. You can also press on backspace, that will be deleted too. Now I'm going to do is show you how you'll be able to use the tool. Click on the part which you don't want, and you also have this option called delete. There we go, deleted. And if you want to delete the whole thing, you can select all of them together, press on delete, and all has been removed. Now what if you want to delete like using your keyboard? Click on anyone, hold on to shift, and make sure to select the parts which you don't want to use, or make sure to select the parts which you want to delete. So navigation is also a key over here. First off, make sure to hit on control, select the parts. There we go. If you want to hold on a shift, you'll be able to select out the whole thing. And you can also use the shortcut key of Control A to select the whole thing, able to move them wherever you want. Okay. Then press on delete and everything will be deleted, or the part which you have selected has been deleted. Okay. So thank you for watching the whole thing from the beginning to the end, and make sure to not skip any part. And still, if you have any confusion or any question about any part of the lesson, feel free to ask me. I'm always there to help you. So without any further ado, let's move on to our next lesson of Filmora.